Good day, Summers. This is Raabemaster bringing you another League of Legends Procast for your viewing pleasure. And today I'm going to be bringing you a game on Daphro. That's right. You might be asking yourself, who is Daphro? And to you, I have to say, I have some decent information about him. At the end of season 2, he finished 13th place on the North American ladder, 108 wins, 86 losses, an elo of 2262. And actually, Daphro is an alternative ID to Aphromoo. That's right, the new support for CLG Aphromoo. So that is actually who we're going to be watching. And of course, that probably gives everyone a lot more information on who he is. Aphromoo, a very strong AD carry, now playing support for CLG, however, moving from Fear. So I'm very excited to bring you his game. He's going to be playing the Blitzcrank, passing out his new support position on Blitzcrank. And this game was about a week ago, so at that time he had been accepted as a support for CLG. So probably putting in a lot of support games recently instead of his, of course, favorite position of AD carry, mostly playing Draven. But it looks like we're going to have a level 1 invade from the blue team, invading the blue, and Leona's definitely going to get caught out right here. She is. There's the Draven axis. The grab misses. Oh, Aphromoo, you need to practice your grabs, but it doesn't matter. I think Draven Bleed is going to pick this one up for sure. And she is going to go down with first blood for Draven. Assists all around. That's good stuff right there. And looks like Evelyn was going to start with red anyways. When they invade your blue like that, you probably want to start with their blue because you don't want to have to give up one of your buffs. And if you start with their blue, you're much more likely to get away with 2 buffs. If you start with their red and then try to invade your blue and invade their blue, you're going to probably run into someone from the other team at the blue. It's happened to me before, and it's not fun. Also, fun fact to note, it looks like we're going to have an AP Karma for blue team in the mid lane. AP Karma has quite nice damage early on, a lot of harass and sustain with her shield and heal. Unfortunately, late game, she offers practically 0 utility to the team, and her burst damage just is kind of meh compared to other AP carries. But in the lane, she is definitely very annoying and can pick up a few kills with her high burst. And looks like we have a Shen versus Lee Sin here. Evelyn might be coming in for a lane gank. Her stealth is going to keep the minions from seeing her as she enters the bush up here. So it's going to be interesting if she can get behind the Shen. I don't believe he saw her there. And no, I don't think he did because he's just sticking around in the lane. Also, we have a Master Yi jungler for blue team. I didn't mention that at first, but yay for Master Yi jungles. His change to his Q really did help his jungle. I don't think they're going to get the Shen here. No, they don't really have a lot of CC here. They kind of got the cripple from Lee Sin, which is getting nerfed next patch. Its early levels of slow are getting nerfed. It's going to hurt jungle Lee Sin the most, but it's also going to hurt top lane Lee Sin. Draven's in a lot of trouble. Oh, the heal bait comes out from Blitzcrank. Good job, Aphromoo and Rainbow Thugs picking up another nice kill there. That's going to be 2 kills for Draven. That was a good heal bait you had right there. They had right there, allowing them to pick up the kill. And he's just going to continue on with his farming, healing up from those health potions. Looks like we have Karma coming down. However, there's not really much she can do. And Leona does have a ward there, so she sees her just fine. This game is full of champions that are fun and exciting. Lee Sin top lane, very fun. Not as much fun as watching Lee Sin in the jungle, because then you get to see him gank a lot. And that's pretty much the reason why we all want to watch Lee Sin. And looks like we did have a death down here of Leona. She probably got pulled by Blitzcrank and killed. I believe that's what happened. Yeah, that's really what looks like what happened. And Graves just going to go back to farming right now. A huge level advantage for the bot lane on blue team. Not just levels too, but gold as well. Blitzcrank 1 kill, 2 assist. And Draven, of course, the opposite of that. 2 kills, 1 assist. And it looks like we have Fizz jumping onto Karma, trying to do some harass damage. She's going to pop her shield, however, mitigating a lot of damage. And she decides to tether to a minion. Bit of a mistake there, but it's okay. Now she's desperately low on mana, however. She did start with Crystalline Flask and a healthy amount of mana potions. So we are going to see her sustain being pretty okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Quick thing I forgot to say at the start, but I'm going to say now. If you guys are here for the RP contest, I thank you for coming and watching my video and subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment with your favorite pro player in the description below. I'm not in the description. In the comments below. I said description. That's wrong. And I hope you guys stay to watch all my other videos because they are fun and exciting. And I try to give you guys the most entertaining League of Legends commentary I can. Hopefully the best on the web, but I know I'm a little ways away from that. But I will try my best. Also, The more people I have view my videos, the more RP I can give away. This isn't a one-time thing, so if you guys keep watching my videos, if I get the views, then that's the more RP giveaways I can do for you guys, the more I can give back to the community. And especially if you could please turn off your ad blockers, because at least while you're watching my videos, I know I keep them on for the big names, but when I go to the small people who have smaller YouTube channels, then I will turn off my ad blockers, because it just helps us out so very much, and it gives me a way to get the RP cards to get back to you, which of course it's a win-win situation. You turn off your ad blockers, you have more opportunity to win RP, so I don't see why you wouldn't do it. But enough about that. That was a nice little lull in the action, so I could get that out there. We do have Master Yi just farming the jungle. There are jungle changes coming up. I'm going to probably do a patch preview. I know Riot Games came out with their own patch preview, but it can't cover everything. So I'm going to probably come out with one as well. And we have a Karma gank. Unfortunately, Karma's CC is not good at all. She does have nice shields and heals, which is why she makes a decent support. Still think she lacks in comparison to other supports. But this is AP Karma, so her heals and shields will be stronger heals shields. And also the changes to Master Yi's Q, I believe it became more reliable to do extra damage. 50% to deal 380 bonus magic damage. So that, I think that's the changed Q on Master Yi. I actually played Master Yi twice. That's it. I never really got into the Dunk Master, into dunking noob lords. And so I do not know that much about Master Yi's actual numbers, but Stonewall does have a video out about it, the new Master Yi jungle, so you can go check that one out. He is a bit better in the jungle than he was last season, which is good if you do prefer dunking noob lords, which who doesn't want to dunk noob lords every now and then. And Aphro, Aphromoo, you've got to practice your grabs. If you don't practice your grabs, then you're going to be sad. I don't know if I'm going to tell this one featuring Aphromoo or Aphromoo. Probably Aphromoo, because that's actually who it is. You can check on the Lolpedia, Lolwiki, whatever you want. I have already checked for you. This is indeed Aphromoo's alternative account. And it looks like we're just going to have Lee Sin sustaining. Look, you can see him using his Safeguard and Iron Will in that situation. The Iron Will is also being nerfed to not give him armor anymore. That won't affect him too much against enemies such as Shen, but it is going to hurt him both in the jungle and against top laners that do a lot of physical damage. And it looks like we're going to have Lee Sin eating a couple tower shots. Bit of a mistake there, but it's okay. He's got plenty of sustain in his 2 rejuvenation beads. That is a lot of regen. Shen started with one himself. Both of them are energy champions, so it's kind of like I want to start with Crystal and Flask, but it's a waste of money since I don't use mana, so I'm just going to buy a bunch of rejuvenation beads and get the health regen. That is 10 health regen per 5 seconds, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, so that's 2 health regen a second. That's a lot of health regen. And looks like Aphromoo. Sorry, I got something in my throat. We'll take a swig of water for just a quick sec. Okay. That's a little bit better. And I've just got to say, Aphromoo, you got to land those grabs. Although, I don't know if that grab would have been ideal to land, as you would have been bringing their death closer to you. However, look at the levels here on the blue team. 6-6 against a 4. This is easily one dead Leona. Oh, Aphromoo, the grabs. Oh, they're so bad. But it's okay. I think you're going to get this one anyways. The silence, the bleed, will it be enough? She pops her health potion. One more axe is going to do it. However, Evelyn now just going to back out. She's not level 6 yet. I don't think she can take out the Draven. Is this AP Evelyn? That's the question. She does have a Kage, so it leads you to believe this is going to be AP Evelyn. AD Evelyn is getting buffed in the next patch. I still think AP is going to be better, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we're just going to have to see about that one. The theory crafting will unfold, and the people who played AD Eve will rejoice. And those who played AP Eve shall cry a tiny bit. But now Evelyn is level 6. She has picked up her ultimate. And, of course, in the bot lane, we're going to see Shen get outpushed here in the lane, of course, because Shen not nearly as good a farmer as Lee Sin is. Mainly because Lee Sin has all the AoE, the attack speed buff, and it looks like we're going to see Master Yi versus the Evelyn. Evelyn does end up getting a bit of an advantage down here, but Shen coming in to teleport, and the Agony's Embrace does go down, and he's going to get kicked away. Shen trying to pick up the kill, but he's not going to be able to. There's a shield from Karma. Could Karma come in here and pick up the kill on Eve? That is the question. Looks like no one is going to get killed here, but we did have a bit of a dive down here. Blitzcrank diving onto the Graves after getting killed, but also securing the kill on the Graves. Draven did pick that one up, but however, Graves also did get a kill himself. So I'd say that went in the advantage. I don't know, it does help Graves recover, but it also helps Draven get more ahead. So either way, I guess it's a good thing for both sides. And at least in taking a couple more tower shots, he's just going to get right out of there. He almost killed that Master Yi. Unfortunate that he was not able to. And it looks like we're just going to have everything settled down a little bit right now. Master Yi is a bit more of a farming jungler. His ganks are pretty bad unless you have red buff, or of course you have something to slow them down like a frozen mount, which, trust me, when I see a frozen mount on a Master Yi, I will be very surprised. And more AB being picked up from this Evelyn. Let's take a look at the gold right now. We've got a nice gold advantage on the Draven, of course. That's all of his kills. And of course Karma doing very well in the farm department. Fizz doing a little bit better, however. And of course Lee Sin has got a dominating lead in farm top lane, so his gold difference above Shen is quite noticeable. Even though Shen did have the early assist. So it's very good for him. Lee Sin a very strong laner, especially against someone like Shen, who doesn't really pick up until mid-late game. And he's going to get the taunt on Lee Sin, forcing him to take a tower shot. That taunt didn't even look like it hit, but it barely hit him because it's more of a thermometer-shaped taunt thing. As long as you're behind them, you are going to get the taunt. Like, if they're right behind you and you taunt, you're still kind of going to catch them. And looks like we're going to have Evelyn and Lee Sin engage onto this Shen. He's taking a lot of damage right now. Has to taunt out of there. Fizz is coming in, however. This is going to be a kill. A quick WQ, and Evelyn picks it up with her ultimate. And right now, Lee Sin has picked up a Tiamat. I actually kind of like this choice on Lee Sin in this game. Oh, the grab picks up a minion. So close, but that minion was there to block him. This is going to be a tower for the bot lane, however. Draven's just going to keep on farming. And it looks like Master Yi wants to pick up the dragon right now. He's going to start tanking it and dunking it. However, he probably is going to want some help from the Draven. But Draven's like, I need to farm, guys. I can't do dragon. What is this nonsense? But I was talking about the Lee Sin and the Tiamat. What the Tiamat helps Lee Sin do is completely outpush the Shen in this situation. Like, when the Shen tries to, like, he's going to be at his turret the entire time. This is going to help him push the turret and take the turret, which he already did. And so, of course, and it looks like here comes a little bit of a fight. And the taunt is not going to last to the turret. However, Lee Sin's going to follow him in. The Tiamat's doing a nice amount of damage right there. And yeah, look at that. We got tons of damage coming out from that. It's also an extra burst to the active crescent from the Tiamat's. It does between 60 and 100% damage to the units around you, so that's a nice added little bit of burst. Looks like Draven did end up dying under the tower here. Probably got ganked. Gotta be careful when you're farming that far up. Unless you have the ward coverage, you probably shouldn't be doing it. You gotta have like nice ward coverage here near dragon, probably at their blue buff, if you're gonna be farming past the first tower in the lane, because it's a very dangerous spot to be. And in this game, I'd say just don't do it, because they've got an Evelyn and she can attack you from anywhere, because your wards won't even see her coming. And so this Tiamat, pretty much for Lee Sin, what this Tiamat is doing right now is it's allowing him to force Shen to farm under the tower, which is something that Shen he's decent at, because he does have his Vorpal Blade to pick up some nice CS. However, Lee Sin's going to constantly keep this push on the tower. Shen can't go anywhere. If he ults away at all, he's going to lose this tower for sure. So it's going to be my opinion, is Shen going to want to use his ult to help his teammates, or is he going to want to stay here and keep his tower alive? I don't even think he's going to be given the option. The tower could go down in this wave or the next minion wave. And here comes the teleport from Master Yi. He's going to try to do a ton of damage. He pops the Highlander, and he's starting to auto-attack. The Alpha Strike into auto-attack does pick up the kill, and the shield and heal from Karma. Going to be enough to keep Shen alive. He might have survived that anyways, but he does stay alive thanks to his teammates. That was a good gank from Master Yi. And that's the bad thing about Tiamat. It's going to push your lanes, and you're going to be very vulnerable to ganks. And the ultimate from Evelyn, sniping the Shen. That's right. That's what they're nerfing on Evelyn in the next patch. The opportunity to just snipe people at low HP. For the next patch change, Shen wouldn't have been there to be ulted. She would have had to get closer, which means she wouldn't have had the opportunity to catch him. And also, since it would have been current HP, it wouldn't have killed him. You can't kill someone if you're doing a % damage of their current HP. Unless that % is 100, you're never going to kill them. And it looks like we have Fizz getting destroyed by this Blitzcrank and Draven. However, he's doing a lot of damage. His ultimate will pick up the kill onto the Blitzcrank. It will. Actually, that one going to Evelyn instead. Yeah, myself getting a little tongue-tied there for some reason. And it looks like Lee Sin getting back to lane, trying to chase out the Lee Sin. Karma going to be picking up her own blue buff. It is right there for her to take. Karma, she's got AoE, but she's still a pretty slow jungler. It's going to take her quite a while to get this blue buff, unless Shen comes to help her. Frozen Shen, are you going to help? Sub-Zero, help. Nope, he's just like, nope, I'm leaving. Later. And looks like Lee Sin is going to pick that up. He's going to find a Shen. Will someone come to help him? Yi turns around, but I don't think he's going to make it in time. And here comes Karma, however. Lee Sin, although he's got nice sustain right now, he's just able to sustain through the Lee Sin attacks. There's the taunt. Here comes Karma, throwing out the shield. Will she throw out the wave? She does. Lee Sin's extremely low. He flashes away. Karma counter flashes and picks up the kill with an auto attack. Well played there. I believe that was an auto attack that picked up the kill. Oh, it might have been the ignite, actually. She did land her ignite right before he went down. So, as we can see by the cooldowns, killed by this first tick of ignite. I always love when that happens. Just cast your ignite and they die instantly. Ah, good times. Good times. And we are going to have Fizz taking a little bit of damage from the tether. Of course, top bot lane pushing to their heart's content, as Draven pretty much just getting a huge farm advantage in this game over the Graves. Also kill advantage as well. Already, they both have their Bloodthirster. Actually, itemization for Draven not that much better than that of Graves. And I suddenly take that back as he picks up a brand new BF sword. And looks like we're going to have Evelynn destroying the Shen. And something about that gank right there, unlike what she did right there, she used it kind of as an execution move. Just like the Shen last time, they're trying to rid Evelynn of her execution move on her ultimate, and that's effectively what we've seen here. Evelynn using her ultimate as kind of an execution move, and that's not going to. She's not going to be able to do that anymore. And it looks like we have an invasion of the jungle. Lee Sin in the bad spot. He does pop his ultimate. This means he can't be slowed by the shark. Will he get away? No. The ultimate from Fnatic, which is a misspelling of the team Fnatic, is going to pick up the kill with a nice ultimate from Graves. And Lee Sin getting slowed. Come on, Aphromoo. Pop that grab. Pop it. Nope, not going to happen. And here in the bot lane, we aren't going to be seeing blue team lose the tower. There goes the Draven actually trying to clear the creep wave. He gets himself some nice farm, but not able to save the tower. Which, you know, farm versus tower, you know, you got to understand why the Draven went for the farm. It's very important. But it looks like they will red tower by taking mid tower. No, they won't. Evelynn right here is doing a lot of damage to Draven. However, Draven returns the favor by doing a ton of damage with his axes to Evelynn. Here comes Leona. They want to cherry pick the Draven, but they will not be able to, as there is a wall of Blitzcrank and Karma in the way. There's Graves here in this bush. And, oh, Aphromoo, you probably don't want to grab the Leona. Or maybe you do now. Maybe. Oh, Fizz jumping right on top of the Draven, doing a lot of damage. However, this Fizz looks like he's in a bad spot, gets knocked up, gets ulted, and that will be a kill for the Draven. Nice job by Aphromoo, keeping him CC'd in place so Draven can kill him. And right now, it looks like we're going to have this mid tower going down for red team. And the Leona grab, nice grab. And she might be in a bit of trouble. Nope, she pops her shield. Free resistances are very strong with her shield, especially if it's maxed out, which it could be right now, I believe. And yes, the Eclipse Shield maxed out right now. Good decision from her. And looks like this tower might be going down here for red team. They're going to take a tier 2 tower. Could they? Will the Evelynn come out with her ultimate? She does. Draven trying to do as much damage as possible. He does get slowed by Leona. There is no stun. Here comes Shen teleporting on top of Draven. And suddenly Leona realizes she's gone too far. Draven might want to back out as well. Karma trying to protect the top tower from the Lee Sin. He did counter push. He did push all the way through the second tier 2 tower on bot lane, and looks like Graves is taking a lot of damage right now. Fizz as well. Fizz gets the shutdown on Draven. He goes too far, too cocky in my opinion, and it looks like Graves is coming down to help. I don't know really what he can do, however. I really think Fizz should disengage from this. No, actually he's got the damage to finish this one off. He's like, I can't alpha strike through the wall. Why can't I alpha strike through the wall? Oh, if he had alpha strike through that wall, it would have been a kill for sure. That is the sad thing about that. Instead, he's going to use his Alpha Strike to pick up the blue buff. Does get a couple nice procs right there. Very good for him. And yeah, that is Master Yi, pretty much one of the only RNG junglers now left. Which, that, for those of you who don't know, that means random number generator junglers. That means he relies on chance for his jungle clear. In Season 2, he had a bit of a rocky time with that. There were a couple paths that you could take with Yi that if you didn't get enough procs, you would not be able to finish your path. And that was a big threat right there. And it looks like Blitzcrank is going to go down. No, he gets a nice Karma shield, and suddenly Lee Sin's extended too far. Oh, so much greed. He forgot about the mad shields that blue team has, but that is going to be a dragon, a nice distraction, allowing red team to pick up an objective. And in all that, they did defend their tier 2 tower mid, so that is going to bring the total number of turrets to 3 in favor of red team to the 2 of blue team. And looks like he is going to correct that, however, as he is pushing the top lane hard. Yi, an extremely strong split pusher with his ultimate and, of course, his Q for clearing minions. And he gets a bonus attack damage from his... Voodoo style. He can tank the turret with his heal. And, of course, he has more attack speed with his ultimate. And wave clear with his Q. Would you like a better skill set for counter jungler? Maybe the heal is a little unnecessary because he shouldn't be tanking towers anyways. But still, it's a very good skill set for a pusher and a tower taker. He's very good at both pushing lanes and taking towers. So it looks like right now we are going to have a bit of a push, well, a bit of a face-off mid lane. No one's really pushing, they're just kind of farming. But there's a bit of aggressive thoughts. There's the GFG onto Blitzcrank. He is most likely going to go down to the Evelyn. No, the nice knockup is going to keep him alive. However, Draven not so lucky, getting killed by the Fizz. That was a nice initiation all by Evelyn. That's something you will still be able to do after the patch. Your ult will still be just as good for initiating. That was a good Deathfire Grasp shoot down there as well, although I think he was a little bit... I think that he targeted the Blitzcrank for a good reason, actually. I'm going to say that was a good choice because they knew they could kill the Draven. They didn't know they could kill the Blitzcrank. So adding the extra magic damage to the Blitzcrank was the right decision because they knew they could pick up on the low health Draven, whereas the more tanky Blitzcrank would have been a bit more of a problem. Unfortunately, it was not enough, but the thought behind it was good. And it looks like we have a Ravenous Hydra for the Lee Sin. He's going to be going for Bloodthirster next. An interesting decision not to go for the Black Cleaver. Although there is not a ton of armor. It would probably cut through most, if not all of it. And it looks like Lee Sin is going to get the kill here on Master Yi. That was a good play by him. Leona helping, doing the tanking and the CC locking. However, now this Leona is most likely dead. Come on, Aphromoo. We believe in you. Get the grab. Oh, that looked like it was going to hit, but it did not. However, I still think she is going to die. Where's the knockup? Where's the knockup? There's the knockup. And there's the taunt. And Draven is going to finish her off with the axes. 1-for-1 trade. And it looks like in the mid lane, a lot of people were dropping very low. What is happening down here? Oh, here comes the Lee Sin ulting on Evelyn, ulting onto the Blitzcrank, doing a nice chunk of damage. And you probably shouldn't walk into there, Draven. A little bit of SPS lag for unknown reason. But we're going to have Draven actually do a lot of damage to the Evelyn. And here comes the Graves, bursting him down with a quick draw. For a second, I thought that was a Shen taunt. I'm like, Shen, are you taunting your own team member? The answer to that is no. Shen trying to take everything. Nice Karma Shield, bursting down a ton of important targets. And it looks like she's going to pick up the Graves too, as Graves is completely out of mana. Here comes Master Yi, getting his resets, getting a double kill. Good job from blue team, turning that into a nice fight for them. I believe overall it was a 5-4 exchange in favor of blue team, since Leona did die and respawn and Master Yi did die and respawn. So that was a very long team fight, but it ended up in the favor of blue team. They might be able to take the Baron. I am doubting this one though. I really don't like them decide to take the Baron with only 2 team members. They don't really have the damage they're looking for. What does this Master Yi have? He has a Ghost Blade. Very interesting decision. And here comes Leona saying, I'm going to 1v3 you guys with my tons of damage. And she is getting just hammered on by Baron too. Baron being a big contributing factor in that fight right there. If you don't lose the Baron aggro, then you're going to be taking a lot of damage. Because not only does Baron do damage to you, he also halves your attack damage, I believe. That is a huge nerf in your damage department. So that's another threat. You don't want your AD carry, you don't want your assassin tanking the Baron, because then you might die. And here's Aphromoo getting dropped. Oh, taking quite the beating there, unfortunately. He is going to go down. And looks like they're going to be picking up the dragon here now. And this, I mean, not the dragon, the Baron. I'm sorry, guys. That was incorrect of me. And they were thinking about taking the Baron, but deciding to pull back. It did quite a bit more damage to them than they probably hoped. And looks like about Draven chasing this Graves here, but he is going to want to back out. Because if that Leona catches him, he is certainly going to go down. And right now, see this, the farming continuing. Karma has her Wraiths, she has her Athenes. And right now, it looks like Lee Sin's in a bad spot. Master Yi alpha strikes into that. He pops his ultimate. He's going to run all the way around. Nope, Draven going to chase them through the jungle. And he's going to pick up the kill right there on Lee Sin with a final auto attack. Master Yi just dunking this Evelyn right now. The axes from Draven not going to do anything at all. We're there to secure the kill in case the Yi could not dunk hard enough. And it looks like Fizz is going to be going down here. And he is. And this is barely going to. Draven barely going to live thanks to 2 shields from his teammates. Those are 2. Karma shield extremely strong. And of course Shen's also very strong shield. And they know. Red team knows they're putting down so many wards so that the blue team can't kill them all in time. So they are just going to try to rush the Baron. Oh, is Graves going to ulti this? He is, but the ult came way too late. Just Baron was already dead. There's no reason to cast that ultimate. Probably just tried to get it at the right timing, but was not expecting the damage that blue team was outputting. Could have been lucky procs from Master Yi. He's got the wriggles. He's got his Q. So looks like we're going to be seeing. And of course, it's very hard to outsmite something from a jungler that's any good, because if a jungler is any good, then they're just gonna, of course, get the last hit with smite, and there's hardly any abilities that do more damage than smite will to a neutral minion. And it looks like we're just gonna have everyone going back. Blue team does have their Baron advantage now. Whether they will go on, whether they will push with this or not is up to them, but I think they should. They should definitely go for the push. Right now they're a little bit ahead. This has been a fairly close game. All game, a very exciting game, lots of fun team fights, lots of reasons to see Evelyn nerfed, although I'm not going to say whether it's a good nerf or a bad nerf right now. I'm going to make a patch review about that, and that's where I will explain my thoughts on them. But we definitely saw here a lot of reason why Riot is nerfing Evelyn. Her assassination abilities, pretty much her ultimate being used as an execute is going away. And I don't even know if I've loaded it into League today. I'm doing this in the morning right after I wake up, because I want to get the RP contest out to you guys, and this is the video I'm going to be using for it. So guys, don't forget, keep watching my videos. The less you use ad blocks, the more RP I can get out to you guys, because everything you guys put into my channel in terms of views, I want to give right back to you in terms of better equipment or just giveaways like I'm doing right this week. I was going to say today, but I'm not just doing it today. And it looks like I've got 2 oracles on blue teams. Of course, this oracles does have a time limit, 5 minutes, or you die. I believe it still does go away. If you die, sorry I had to yawn. We're seeing a lot of this electric sword. I like to call it the electric sword, but it is, of course, called the Stavic Shiv. And we're seeing a lot of it on ranged carries nowadays, mainly because the pushing power that it offers you is extremely good, especially on champions who don't have a natural way to push. Of course, Graves went for Fan Dancer because he has his Q as a very good pushing mechanism. Draven does not have a lot of good push. Ooh, nice Q from Master Yi catching the Graves. There's a lot of push here on the blue team. We've got wave clear from Karma. We've got the Stavic Shiv on Draven. He's going to take the shield from Karma, do a little bit of damage to the turret. That's a good way to use your friend's shields. And there's Shen just tanking the turret for his Draven so that he can do some damage. Nice teamwork there. And looks like we're going to have the wave keep going in. A lot of wave clear from this blue team. We've got Q from Master Yi. We've got AoE from Karma. It looks like here's the initiation from Evelyn. Shen jumps right on the red team, getting a lot of nice taunts. Fizz doing a ton of damage, of course, with his Shark, and that's going to be Draven dropping extremely fast. Master Yi is going to be the next to go down. Blitzcrank could be the next. Aphromoo going to go down 2 Graves. And, of course, Karma was lost as well. And there goes the Shen. Triple kill for Graves. Ace for red team. That was a nice initiation by them. I think that was very bad positioning for blue team. They had the Baron buff, but the Draven was right there in the middle of the fight. He was perfectly ulted by Evelyn, and Fizz was just able to jump right on top of him, hit him with the ult, and that Draven just dropped extremely fast. His positioning was poor, and that's what loses a lot of Draven. That's why Draven's... Okay, I'm not going to say that's why Dravens lose a lot of games. That's what loses a lot of Draven players' games. His range is not long at all. It's very short range. He has a lot of damage, but he's very squishy, and he has to be close up to do his damage. Well, not like close, but he has to be within close range comparative to other AD carries such as Ashe or Caitlyn or Kog'Maw. Of course, Kog'Maw, since he has the most range of any AD carry. So, oh, looks like we have Lee Sin get caught out here. Blitzcrank is going to get the kill with a pull. Way to take that kill. Aphromoo like a boss. And that's pretty much what you got to be concerned about with Draven. You can't be in the front tanking the turret like that, because if they're smart at all, they're going to initiate right on top of you, and you are going to die like we just saw right there. That was way too greedy of a push, and they did pay for it by getting aced for nothing. Although Lee Sin did just throw his life away. No inhibitor taken for red team, however. Looks like they're just going to continue their push right where they left off. Red team furiously pinging. They're like, we don't have a Lee Sin. We better try to defend this our best. And Lee Sin did, of course, a lot of damage in that last fight, but Graves was the main threat. And looks like they're just going to take the tower right here. They could take the inhibitor, too. Going off of a lost team fight to push to take an inhibitor since they killed that Lee Sin. Of course, remember, at this stage of the game, if you lose one of your team members, you could be in a very bad position, as Lee Sin is the highest level on their team. 17 compared to the next closest, Evelyn and Graves, at 15. In fact, he is almost the highest level in the game, tied with Draven. Also, so that's interesting. The bot lane usually isn't the highest level, but this Draven has been getting a lot of kills, has been doing very well this game. 12 and 5, Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, and Static Shiv. Also picked up a Null Magic Mantle. Might be building that into a QSS sword, Mercurial Scimitar. Because, I said Null Magic Mantle, I meant Negatron Cloak. That's what I meant. And it looks like they might be going after the Graves here. They are going to split up and try to catch him. He's going to quick draw over the wall, though. He will be A-okay. And Shen trying to taunt someone, but not succeeding. Do they see the Evelyn? They do. They know she's there. Might they go in on this? Maybe. Nope. Doesn't look like they will. And I'm yawning. And it looks like they're going to be pushing the bottom tower now, trying to take more objectives, get as much gold as they can. They might be able to force a team fight here. They're going to take this for sure. They might be willing to force a team fight at the inhibitor turret, as mid lane, all the other lanes are going to push. Don't forget, when you take an inhibitor, all your minions get stronger. So that means even with just one inhibitor, all of your lanes are going to start pushing. And it looks like here we got the red team wants to initiate this. Lee Sin does hit the Sonic Wave into Resonating Strike. Here comes the Leona. She's going to get hurt a lot. However, the ultimate landing onto the Master Yi, he's going to get a ton of damage on him. He is going to die. Shen dies trying to teleport. However, Draven has been left alone to do a ton of damage this entire team fight. He had a lot better positioning this time, and it looks like he might be able to pick up the kill on the Fizz. Will he? The answer to that is yes. He gets a ton of access. Nice grab by Aphromoo, and he is going to pick up the kill. That was very good on his part. And that is going to be a team fight win for them, taking everyone but Leona. The big mistake they made in that fight is they focused down the Shen. They focused down the Master Yi, but were not successful since they don't have any... They don't have really any hard... Okay, I said almost said they don't have any hard CC. That's completely wrong. They do have hard CC, but it was not focused on the Yi. Leona was in the back trying to catch the Draven by herself. She was not stunning the Yi to stop him from dunking her teammates, and because of that, they are going to lose. They did not focus the Draven, and the Yi pretty much was able to tank with his Meditate all the damage. Will they be able to last hit the Nexus? They will. Draven barely getting it. Look at his health. He would have died to the Ignite had the Nexus not exploded. So good job by blue team picking up the Nexus right after that one team fight, despite the fact that it was extremely close to them not getting the win at all. Had they have not taken the Nexus right then and there, that could have been an epic fail, because red team easily could have pushed all the way down mid lane, taken the inhibitor for blue team, and maybe picked up the win. I don't know. It would have definitely been close, because the respawn timer for Draven would have been very long. But thank you guys for watching. This has been Raabemaster bringing you a League of Legends Procast featuring Drafo, aka Aphromoo. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been good play by Draven. We saw him do a ton of damage this game, just chunk down people's HP bars. Also, Master Yi in the jungle still actually more viable this season. Good, and it looks like he was going to take up my bet and build a Frozen Mallet. Props to him. Although I would have liked to see more Zeals and Infinity Edges, because who doesn't love that? I mean, all you need is Zeals, Boots of Ganking, and a Wriggle's Lantern. That's all you need on Master Yi, and you can just win the game by right-clicking. Of course, we all know that. And Evelyn, Deathfire Grasp, she had some good ultimates this game. Good use of Eve as an execution and as initiation as well. However, the last one, in the first team fight there, she did catch, when the first time blue team was pushing with the Baron buff, she did catch a lot of people with her ultimate, and Draven was very bad positioning. However, the fight after that, Draven found good positioning and was able to just right-click down everyone. So good play pretty much all around, very close game, and it pretty much came down to that last team fight. But props to blue team. This has been an Aphromoo gameplay commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed.